Hey, what's up everybody? Viking here today, and I have an anti-meta Glad Beast deck profile to show you guys. It's been testing really well in Dev Pro. I really like it. I finally found a really good way to run it to where it's consistent, it's strong, it's fast, and whatever else. And it just stops your opponent whenever they try to do anything. The only problem I have with it is I don't have all the extra deck yet. So, if anybody knows where I can find the fusions that's in Tooele County or Salt Lake City area, let me know. Because I really need the fusions. That's really kind of the main part of extra deck that I need. So let me know in the comment box if you watch the video, and thanks in advance for that. And there's also a few main deck choices that I want to run that I don't quite have yet, but when I get to those, I'll explain. So let's get started. I got 3 laquari. He's your main 1800 beater. He's also Beast Warrior, so he's a tanky target. And then when he's summoned by the effect, Glad Beast goes up to 21, so he's really strong, good power plays. 2 Darius, because when you're summoned by the effect Glad Beast, you get a special summon 1 gladiator beast from your graveyard. So late game, if you have a bestiari or another laquari or an equeste in grave, you just summon him, summon that monster, go for a rank 4 for a fusion, and he just opens up really good plays. And then I have 2 equeste. When he's special summoned by the effect of gladiator beast, he adds 1 gladiator beast card from your graveyard to your hand. So he's really good because he recycles your war chariots. So if you use a war chariot, you just attack with your laquari or whatever else, swap in for equeste, add that war chariot back, set the war chariot, and then end your turn. It's such a good, strong play, and war chariot just stops everything. So I like having the 2 equests for that reason. Now one bestiari, pretty self-explanatory. When he's summoned by the effect of Glad Beast, he summons 1 spell or trap card, and he's the one that gets you into gyzarus. So really strong card. And one hoplomus, the reason why is because he's 2100 defense wall, and when he's special summoned by effect Glad Beast, he goes up to 24. So if you're against hands, this card is just amazing. I mean, you add it with Proving Ground and you just set it, or you special summon it using Gladiator Beast in defense, and the hands can't do anything against it really. So I really like it. That, and it can't be bottomless, so it's such a strong card against that deck. And then I have 1 secutor because I sadly don't have a myrmelio yet. When I get myrmelio, I'm taking the stupid thing out. I'm not even going to explain it. I don't like this card, and I really need to find myrmelio. So if anybody knows where I can find one of those too, and preferably I want to trade for all this stuff that I'm mentioning, you know, the fusions and the myrmelio. So if anybody knows where I can trade for those things, let me know. And then I have 2 Fire Fist Bear to finish off the monsters. Bear is really strong because it searches out your tenki and your tensus, or tenkis and your tensu. And also, if there's like just a card you can't get over, you pop your tenki, pop their monster, and then you get your attacks through. So, Bear's really strong with this deck. Moving on to spells, I run triple tenki because laquari and Bear and Darius are all Beast Warriors, plus the 100 attack gain is pretty good. And then I run 2 Proving Ground on top of that, because sometimes you just need that extra search power. Plus, if you want to search for like a hoplomus or for your bestiari, because for some reason you want to normal summon it for some reason, which does happen from time to time, you activate this instead of tenki. So that's why that comes in handy. I run 2 lance. I don't like 3 because some of my other tech choices, but I do run 2, and it's really good in the deck because you use it offensively to attack over something, or use it defensively to protect your plays. So really good card for this deck. And then I run 2 MST because since bestiari is a thing, you don't really need a 3rd one. 1 tensu, just really helps get those summons off. I mean, if you can get 2 summons in 1 turn, which is what this lets you do, you essentially have everything you need at your disposal to beat your opponent down. So this really just helps open up to get those game-winning plays, and it's just really good. Now I run 1 book, 1 dark hole for, you know, the basic 1-0 staples for spells. And then for traps, I run 3 War Chariot. Such a strong card, and since you can recycle with equests, it's just amazing. For those of you who don't know, as long as you have a Face of Glad Beast, you can activate this card. It's a counter trap, and you negate the activation of a monster effect and you destroy it. And what's nice about this card is it works like Divine Wrath, so it negates cards that are on field, in grave, and in hand. So it negates all effects, and it's really strong. The only thing it doesn't negate is conditional effects, so watch out for conditional effects like JD and whatnot. But really strong card for this format, and this is literally will get you games. You open this in a Glad Beast and maybe some other protection like a Lance or something, and you have game. I have 3 Fiendish Chain, moving on. I'm going to take one of these out for a breakthrough skill, because I like the idea of breakthrough skills, your turn kind of thing. Because if you're up against like a Beals, you just breakthrough skill their Beals, and then you can attack over it, and I'll explain how here in a minute. I have 2 Mirror Force and 2 D Prison. I was thinking about running 3D Prison since you know it's at 3 now, but I think just having 2 of each is great. And then I have 2 waboku. These are amazing in this deck, and they've been ran in Glad Beast since, you know, day 1 of Glad Beast, basically. The only problem I have with them is you can't attack over monsters. Like, if they have a monster that's higher than your monster, you can't attack over it. You just crash your monster and then get your summon through that. I mean, it's understandable if you go into, like, Gyzarus throughout those summons to pop something, but if you're against Beals, waboku and Gyzarus are completely useless. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace waboku for Shrink, because, like I said, if you breakthrough skill their Beals, you activate Shrink, put it down to 1500 attack, and then attack over with your laquari or your equeste or whatever else, then you get a swap and do whatever. Plus you dealt damage and you got rid of their Beals. So I'm going to replace these for Shrink, and just because, you know, those bigger monsters that are harder to get over, I think Shrink will work better. But for now, waboku works really well, especially with the secutor. But yeah, I'm going to run 2 Chapstone because, again, you really want to protect those plays and really protect your monsters for battle phase and whatever else. And then I have 1 Compuls, 1 Bottomless, and 1 Torrential for 1-ofs. I don't run Solemn because I don't like Solemn. Everybody should know that. That's it for main deck. Like I said, I'm going to replace Secutor for myrmelio, 1 Fiendish for Breakthrough Skill, and both wabokus for Shrink, just because I feel that Shrink is a stronger card than waboku, especially for this format with all the bigger monsters out there and whatever else. But so that's main deck, and that's what I'm going to run and whatever else. And then now I'm going to move on to the extra deck. I have 1 Kagustuchi, 2 Tiger Kings, 1 Maestroke, 1 Heartland Draco, Diamond Dyer, Photon Pappy. This will probably come out for an Honor Arc. 1 Cowboy, 1 Ragnazero, 1 Zerofyne. This is going to come out for Abyss Dweller. And then I have 1 Heraklinos. And then that's it for all the fusions I have. I literally need 2 gyzarus, 1 nerokius, and 1 esederi. And I'll be done with this deck. So, like I said earlier, if you guys know anywhere where I can trade for those fusions and maybe a myrmelio in the Salt Lake City or Tooele County area, let me know in the comment box below, because I really want to get those cards so I can finish this deck. Because I really enjoy this deck, and I really have high hopes for it for this format. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Make sure you let your friends know about me and you subscribe and like my videos or whatever else. Whatever you choose to do. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you later.